Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy and happy Halloween! Almost. Halloween is just around the corner and I thought I'd celebrate the holiday by talking about some more creepy Pokemon facts. Some of them I already knew and some of them you suggested to me to talk about, so I thought, hey, why not talk about them? So, let's begin. The Pokemon Litwick is pretty darn cute, but it's also pretty messed up. Litwick's Pokédex entry states, while shining a light and pretending to be a guide, it leeches off the life force of any who follow it. That's really creepy. Litwick will also suck away the souls of humans and Pokemon that hang out with it. This concept was the plot of an episode in the Pokemon Best Wishes anime. Team Rocket found an abandoned mansion and decided to set up shop and make it their new base. There are a bunch of Litwick living in the mansion too, and they pretend to help Team Rocket. Throughout the episode, Team Rocket gets weaker and weaker until they're almost empty bodies with no souls. A Lampent then tries to take the trio away to the Ghost World until Ash, Iris, and Silent rescue them. Speaking of the Ghost World, it's been referenced quite a bit in the Pokemon series. Dusknoir's Pokédex entry states, the antenna on its head captures radio waves from the spirit worlds that command it to take people there. That's pretty darn creepy. This Pokemon was also the center of a plot in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime saga, where a little girl is trying to bring people into the Ghost World. Heck, the Reaper Claw's item blurb states that it's actually from the Ghost World. Now that we're on the topic of ghosts in the Pokemon series, it's time for a topic that I'm sure most of you are probably expecting me to talk about in this video. It's Lavender Town. Lavender Town is a pretty depressing place. Compared to the happy-go-lucky nature of all the Pokemon games, Lavender Town is where trainers in the Kanto region bury their dead Pokemon and pay respects to their lost friends. Now I'm gonna question how they actually buried these Pokemon into the floorboards, especially if you're burying something like an Onix, because it's gonna be pretty difficult. Now there are so many myths and creepypastas surrounding this place. They're fueled by the overall creepiness of Lavender Town itself. Here's one of the more popular ones. Gary, Blue, Green, Douche, whatever you called him, your rival is at the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. When you encounter him, he asks why you're here. None of your Pokemon are dead. He doesn't outright say it at all, but fans infer that he may be paying respects to a fallen team member. In your last battle, he has Eradicate. In this battle, he does not. Fans speculate that Eradicate died instead of fainted on your last battle on the SS Anne. While it may be a possibility, here's what probably happened. Your rival met Bill. Bill developed the PC storage system. The PCs are known to be used by Pokemon trainers all over the world, and are in every single Pokemon Center. Maybe your rival realized that Eradicate isn't a very good Pokemon compared to all of his other options and decided to store it in the PC. Here's another one which is probably the most popular of all Pokemon creepypastas. The myth that the original Lavender Town theme caused many children who heard it to become ill or have suicidal thoughts. Some were even reported to have killed themselves after listening to this song. First of all, I'm sure many Pokemon fans remember when there were people talking about how bad Pokemon is for the world's youth and how evil it is. Wouldn't you think that if this was true, people would have had a ball with this topic? We all know how seriously the Electric Soldier Porygon incident was taken. Wouldn't this be just as big a topic to discuss if this actually happened? I'm not going to discuss this topic further because it's been covered to death. I just thought I'd throw in my 2 cents while I was covering the topic. Don't be scared, it's fine. And while this particular Pokemon doesn't pertain much to Lavender Town, it did lead the way to a rather disturbing creepypasta. Hypno is already a pretty odd Pokemon. It puts its foes to sleep by staring into their eyes and swinging its pendulum. But as Fire Red's Pokédex entry states, it carries a pendulum-like device. There was once an incident where it took away a child it hypnotized. Yes, in the past, Hypno has kidnapped children. This was actually the plot of another Pokemon episode in the anime. What is with them in creating plots around such creepy Pokemon? And I'll end this video with one last creepy Pokemon, Banette. Its Ruby Pokédex entry states, Banette generates energy for laying strong curses by sticking pins into its own body. This Pokemon was originally a pitiful plush doll that was thrown away. And its Emerald Pokédex entry states, an abandoned plush doll became this Pokemon. They're said to live in garbage dumps and wander about in search of the children that threw them away. Banette harms itself to lay curses on others. Also, it's a doll that seeks revenge on its owner. That is weird. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel and you like what you saw today, please hit that subscribe button on top of this video. I would really appreciate it. If you want more Pokemon weird facts and trivia, you can click this link. It'll take you to the last episode where you can find out some pretty cool stuff. I have a Facebook and Twitter, and links to them are down below in the description. You can follow me on there and find out when I'm working on new videos, playing new video games, or live streaming on Twitch TV. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy Halloween, stay safe, and have fun.